Jungkook performing in Paris for Calvin Klein? Massive preparations make armies impatient. Hello army. There are cities. And then, there is Paris. A city not merely known for its architecture, its lights, or its history, but for the stories it tells silently through cobblestones, cafe tables, and catwalks. For centuries, Paris has been the stage where fashion becomes legend. Where a single walk down the runway can change a career. And where one moment can ripple across continents. And now, Paris is holding its breath. Because the world just got word of a name. A presence. A silent thunder that stirs wherever he walks. Jungkook. From spotlight to silk thread, Jungkook's rise beyond music. He started as the youngest member of a boy band. A boy from Busan who used to sing in front of mirrors, dance barefoot in practice rooms, and wonder if the world would ever notice him. Now, he is the world's mirror. Jungkook isn't just an idol. He is a global phenomenon. An artist who transcends labels. From music stages to award shows, from stadiums filled with tens of thousands of fans to intimate studio recordings that echo with vulnerability. His journey has always been about more than fame. It's been about transformation. And fashion has always followed him. Not because he asked for it, but because he became it. The day the industry shifted, Calvin Klein x Jungkook. The year everything changed. When Calvin Klein, an American fashion empire known for its bold, sensual aesthetic, announced Jungkook as their global ambassador, the fashion world didn't just react. It erupted. Social media exploded. Campaign images shattered engagement records. Retail sites crashed. Sales surged. But what stood out most was this. Jungkook wasn't styled to fit the brand. The brand evolved around him. He brought vulnerability to masculinity. He brought mystery to confidence. He made fashion human, without losing its divinity. And Calvin Klein didn't just get a model. They got a movement. A flight at midnight, the mystery begins. July 5, 2025. A seemingly normal night at Incheon International Airport. But the atmosphere was anything but ordinary. A lone figure walked quietly past the check-in counters. No bodyguards. No fanfare. No flashy clothes. Just a dark hoodie, a Calvin Klein duffel bag. And a silence that screamed louder than 1,000 announcements. It was Jungkook. No one knew he was coming. No official statement. No press coverage. Not even a whisper from HYBE. Only a few blurry photos, a grainy video clip, and a wave of rumors that began to swirl like a Parisian storm on the horizon. Paris in shadows, something is coming. While fans speculated online, something unusual was happening in Paris. In the heart of the fashion district, black drapes began covering the windows of Calvin Klein's flagship location. Security increased. Unmarked trucks came and went. Fashion editors began flying in. But no invitations were posted. No press kits. No previews. Only a single post on Calvin Klein's official account. Paris. 7.7. A moment reborn. For fans and fashion insiders alike, the question wasn't if Jungkook was involved. The question became, what is he about to do? Speculation and whispers, theories flood the internet. Within hours, the internet was ablaze with theory after theory. 1. The secret runway show. A completely private Calvin Klein runway show, with Jungkook not just walking, but closing the show. The final, breathtaking moment. The image that stays long after the lights go off. 2. Jungkook x Calvin Klein capsule collection. Unconfirmed reports suggested that Jungkook has been working behind the scenes with CK designers on a limited edition collection. If true, it will be the first time in Calvin Klein's history that a K-pop artist not only modeled but designed for them. 3. Fashion film premiere. A cinematic short film, starring only Jungkook. A blend of Parisian noir, Korean aesthetics, and Calvin Klein's sensual minimalism. Rumor has it the film is titled untouched. Beyond the thread, Jungkook as cultural icon. This isn't just about clothes. It's not about fabric or runway shoes. It's about power, representation, the reshaping of global narratives. In a world that once pushed Asian identities to the sidelines, Jungkook is not just standing in the center. He is building the stage. He isn't modeling for Western approval. He's redefining what approval even means. From Korean pride to global elegance, Jungkook embodies a fusion of East and West that no one can deny. And in doing so, he reminds the world, you don't need to fit in to stand out. Fans around the world love in motion. As rumors spread, airports were flooded. Fans began flying to Paris without knowing what they'd find. Hotels near Avenue Montaigne were booked solid. One ARMY tweeted, "Even if I don't see him, I want to be in the city when it happens." Another wrote, "This isn't just a fashion event. This is history in the making." The global Jungkook effect had arrived. Paris didn't just belong to the fashion elite anymore. It now belonged to the people who believed in a boy from Busan and watched him become a legend. What's next? The future beyond Paris. This may be the beginning of something far bigger than a single appearance. Could Jungkook become the next creative director of a global brand? Will he launch his own fashion label? Could he take the Korean minimalist aesthetic and export it to Milan, Tokyo, New York, and London? One thing is clear. Jungkook is not following trends. He is making them. And now, the industry isn't just watching him. It's waiting for his next move. He was once just a boy dancing in his bedroom. Now he is the man standing in front of the world. A symbol. A force. A presence that cannot be denied. In Paris, history is often written in fabric. But this time, it will be written in footsteps. His footsteps. Not on a stage. Not in a studio. But on the cobbled streets of Paris. A city that listens. A city that remembers. Jungkook. Calvin Klein. Paris. 3 names. Each powerful on its own. But together, they form something more. A story. Still unfolding. A moment etched in silence and flashes of cameras. In whispers behind velvet doors. In glances exchanged across crowded rooms. So what do you think, ARMY? What is Jungkook truly preparing for in Paris? Is this a secret show? A fashion revolution? A global collaboration that will shake the world of style and sound? Or is this the quiet beginning of something we haven't even imagined yet? A new chapter, written not with ink, but with vision and footsteps. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let your voice be heard. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. Because when it comes to Jungkook, the story is never over. This is only the beginning. And we're lucky enough to witness it. Step by step.